got my first fish on the spinnerbait, but I didn't have the camera running like a dummy. So anyway, it looks like we about found something. We're gonna see if we can't catch him. That thing right there, son. Look at the gut on that fish. Hey guys, I'm Chad Hoover and you're watching Monster Bass, where today we're talking about throwing a little bling this spring. So here we go. Oh yeah, good fish, guys. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Get him on that. Poor net job. Great fish. Great fish. Yeah, right where it's supposed to be. All right. So let me get this thing measured and spin the camera around, and I'm gonna show you what I'm catching it on. We're gonna talk about catching spring bass, late winter into spring bass on a spinnerbait. Look at that, it just fell off. All right, so that fish absolutely smashed the spinnerbait, and we'll get it back in the water, see if we can't get another one. Woo, love it when they kick away like that, man. I think we've dialed in an absolute pattern on these fish on the spinnerbait, and I really like these Z-Man spinnerbaits, especially with the live wire. One of the issues you run into with these light wire baits is the wire is so thin that it does have a tendency to open up. That fish was only 18 inches and it opened this bait up to where the point it was almost straightened out. All right, you guys do me a favor and hang out to the end of the video where I'm going to show you a little pro tip on how to keep those spinnerbaits with that light wire from straightening out on you. Here we go. This is a better fish than I thought. Oh, the bait came off. Dang it. All right, so this is not a lesson I should be having to learn at this late in the game, but I didn't have a trailer hook on right there, and it cost me a fish. So I got the trailer hook rigged up, and now we're about to catch us a big one. So guys, I have found a spot, an area that has definitely got fish in it, and it's super quiet back in here. And even though the kayak is super stealthy, the problem is when you're in a place with that's unpressured and they're not used to anything, every little thing that you do sticks out even more. So think about that when you're fishing out of a kayak and you think that just because you're in a kayak you can get away with murder. Really, you can't. You still have to be super quiet. You still got to be stealthy. Try not to bump the boat. Try not to make noise. Anything that contacts the boat is transmitted through the water. You know, most of the stuff above the water, like me talking to you guys right now, refracts off the surface, but that stuff that bumps the boat and things like that just makes a lot of noise, and it spooks fish. And try not to wobble your boat any more than you have to. I mean, you can't help it when you set the hook on a fish, but that pressure wave that it sends out also spooks fish. So we got some fish in here. They're eating a spinnerbait. We're going to catch a few more, and I'll tell you why they're eating a spinnerbait. There we go. Oh yeah, this is a good fish, guys. This is a good fish. Oh yeah, this is a really good fish. Oh, this. Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, that is a freaking gorgeous fish. Look at this thing. Look at that. Oh, it just threw the bait out. Even with the freaking spinnerbait. Did you guys hear that thing hit the bottom of the boat? Oh, and look, it straightened it completely out. Man, that fish wrecked that bait. All right, let's get a picture of this guy, get it back in the water, and then we'll straighten our bait out. That is another quality fish, and they are freaking eating the spinnerbait. Let's get this guy back in the water. get another one. Fish on, guys. This is a good one. Oh my God, this is a good fish. Good fish. Oh my God, guys. Oh, hold up. Come on. He's running at the boat. Oh, dude, look at the bow in that rod. Holy crap! Look at this thing. Get in this net, you fat girl. Get in this net. Oh, look at that, son. Oh. That is why you throw a spinnerbait in the spring right there, guys. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. All right, guys, we got something figured out. Look at that fish. Wrecked that spinnerbait, man. Flat, wrecked it. Stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to show you a trick I came up with to fix that R-bend straighten out. But let's keep catching some fish. Let me get this one on the board for the Catch 22 challenge, and then we'll get him back in the water. Yeah, baby. Good fish. Good fish. Not as big as I thought it was, but a good fish all the way around. Good fish. Good fish. Good fish. That fish rolled on it and hooked itself in the neck. Wrecked it. Okay, let's get a measurement on this guy. And I see some bigger fish waking out front out there. So we're gonna ease up there and catch one, son. I'm gonna ease up there and catch one. There's another one. Getting closer to that 22. Oh, fish on. That's a good fish, guys. You know what all I gotta do is call Christy and put a fish on the board, because I'm not gonna count that one. That was only about 11. Oh, guys, this is a monster. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Oh, my God. This is an absolute freaking donkey. It's under the boat. It's under the boat. Get out of there, girl. 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 Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Get in that net. Oh, my God. Hey, Christy, I'm going to text you a picture of this fish. Guys, I was talking to Christy and just hooked this absolute donkey. So let me get this thing on the measuring board. Let me gather my senses. Baby, I'll call you right back. Dude, what a killer way to end the day. Look at that thing right there, son. Look at the gut on that fish. There she goes. All right, let me show you what I'm catching this fish on and why I think these fish are eating this bait in particular. That fish knocked the trailer hook completely off. So if you notice, that bait was almost straightened out right there. But what I've done is I've actually taken the heat shrink from my trailer hook and I've put it over that R-bend right there. That is what's keeping this bait from straightening out. Now, the reason that I think I'm catching these fish, especially with it being slicked out like this and there being no wind, is because of this very thin wire from the folks at Z-Man. So this is called live wire is what they call it, and really that thin wire allows that bait to run right, and the shape of the head, the way that they've got it set up, keeps it from turning on its side. So even though I'm not a big fan usually of fishing a spinnerbait when it's not windy, man, when you downsize those blades, burn it, don't give them as much of a time, much of a chance to look at it. Paired up with a trailer hook, like I said, that trailer hook literally popped off right when I was taking it out of the fish. But that right there, natural shad color, 2 willow blades. I started out with a Colorado blade when it was colder and then caught a couple fish, but when it warmed up and those fish got more active and I started seeing them waking around, switched to that willow blade, something natural. I got clear water, and man, did they ever wreck it today. So guys, if you want to put late winter, early spring fish, especially when they move shallow pre-spawn, in the boat, check out that freaking sling blade from Z-Man with live wire, and I forget what they call the head, but the head tracks right, and man, have they freaking destroyed this thing today.